Hello, my friend. I'm Robert Reeves, and this is your guidance for 2018. Now, every year has its own different energy, its own vibration, its own purpose, and even its own lessons for us. And thankfully, 2018 already feels better. 2017... it had some moments, didn't it? There were some rough patches throughout the course of last year, and for a lot of us, it was not super fun. It felt like it just sped up towards the end of the year and just kept hitting us with some extra things along the way. There were real times of struggle. There were a lot of things going on around the world that were very painful to experience or even just to witness. And I think last year, it was hard. So it's okay if you felt like you struggled last year or if you just didn't have the greatest time, because in a way, it was kind of like there were a few different years all crammed into one. It felt like the energy of 2017 was just a whole bunch of stuff all smushed together, just trying to get it done. It's like we've got 5 different things we've got to finish. Let's smush them all into this one thing and try and do everything in one go. It was a bit too much, it was a bit too intense, and for those of us that are a bit more sensitive, it was just like this roller coaster of energy, wasn't it? You'd kind of get to this place and you'd think, okay, things feel all right now. Things feel like everything's smoothing out. And then, surprise, there's just some sort of twist around the corner that threw you off your feet. We think everything was fine, and then all of a sudden there's devastating fires or, scary floods and things like that going on around the place. So, I am so grateful that you are here. I am so grateful that you are safe, and let's all band together and hope that 2018 is way better. I think a lot of us would kind of tell, 2017, see you later, but maybe in some harsher words. Of course, I won't use those because my halo would drop. But let's have a look and see what comes up for 2018. Now, it does feel like a much lighter energy, and that's one of the words that the angels have given me for this year. They say that it is a year of light. Okay, it's about you awakening the light within you. Now, you went through a lot of lessons last year, and this year it's about using those tools that you've learned to start shining. Now is the time where we need you more than ever to radiate positivity and love. That is what we need in the world. And you are here to help spread that message. You are here to be that beacon of hope, that beacon of faith, and that calm amongst the storm. So when things look a little bit chaotic, people are probably turning to you and looking to you, because there's something about you that just feels more balanced. You might not have felt that yourself, but trust me, other people around you look at you as this person to follow, to listen to, and to be guided by. So as we move through 2018, it's about you becoming that person that you were put here to be. No more hiding, no more compromising, no more trying to fit in. Instead, this is the year where we are just going to be our true, authentic selves to the highest degree. All right, no more, dipping our toe in the pool. Let's just jump right in, okay? Because this is what we need from you. We need that light. We need that light to be awakened, because we need to spread that all over the planet. Now, what I also want to share with you today are some flowers and crystals that you can work with to help make the energy of this year a little bit nicer and more uplifting. But before we do that, let's pull a Flower Therapy Oracle card and see what message the angels have for us for this year. The deck was upside down when I picked it up just then, so let's pray that's not a message too. All right, angels. Come on, we need some good news. So please, 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 what guidance do you have for us for this year? For for the year of 2018. The angels are saying that there's a part of us that is already letting go of the energy of 2017. And sometimes that does take a little bit of time, but they are saying you are doing tremendously well. Please be willing to let go of that stuff that no longer serves you. Leave it behind you in the past. Don't try to grab it and bring it with you into the future. Okay, let's see. What do they say? They're also saying that there may be quite a bit of travel, coming up. So it might mean that you're going to be going to different places, again, spreading your light, but also even just, not necessarily physical travel, but, messaging with people internationally or talking to people over the phone or Skype or any of those kinds of things where we can connect with people from all over the world and band together to make this an uplifting and positive year. They say that the more us we become, the more of ourselves, that authentic self that we let the world see, the easier and the smoother this year is going to be as well. All right. There is a lot of shuffling today. Let's see. What guidance do you have for us for 2018? We're going with this one right here on the top. All right. Interesting. Uplift your thoughts with the orange lily. Now, I think it's very interesting that this comes up because maybe we have kind of conditioned ourselves into looking at the doom and gloom scenarios. I know there's some stuff happening and there's different people in power and things like that, that maybe there are people in the world that aren't happy about that. And if that's the case, they kind of go, well, we've got 3 years left of this, or we've got 2 years left of that, and you kind of affirm that that difficult or painful experience has a certain length of time. It may also be related to health. You might be thinking, it's going to take 6 months before this starts to heal or improve, or it's going to take 12 months before this is going to change. But this is telling you, and your angels are telling you, don't buy into that. Don't let yourself be restricted by that time frame. You don't fit in the box. You are, this is said with love, but you are not normal. You aren't one of these people that just live by the status quo. So you can't expect different time frames to also apply to you perfectly. They aren't going to. You are different, but you're different and unique in the most beautiful way. So please uplift your thoughts, become more positive, more open-minded, and allow these possibilities to truly be endless. If we limit ourselves and if we restrict our future by looking at that, we make it more true. We don't want to do that. If there's something in the world that you are unhappy with right now, if there's something in your own life that you'd like to change, or if there's something going on around you with health or relationships or career that you want to shift and change, then you can. You can do that this year, but you need to have that positive and uplifted thought. That's why this card says uplift your thoughts, okay? It's not saying let's be more negative because that's not going to help anything. Stressing about something, worrying about something, it's not going to fix the problem. Think about it. Think about when's the last time did that actually change the situation for the better? Never. So instead of doing that, let's change our focus and become more positive. Let's focus on the best possible scenario and let's leave that fear-based stuff behind. It can only affect you as much as you allow it. So let's choose to lift our energy, to awaken our divine light, to activate our divine gifts, and just go out in the world and be us. Okay, that's what we need to do this year. We don't need to do the other stuff. We don't need to slip into fear. Let's leave behind the stuff that's been holding us back, and let's go out and do this work that we were put here to do. So I also want to share with you a flower that you may find a powerful friend for this year, and that is the orchid. Okay, the angels have said that they want us to work with the energy of orchids this year. Now, they are a beautiful flower that does have a little bit of a longer lifespan. So if you love gardening, if you love having plants around you, then you can find orchids at your local garden center. I think even IKEA sell orchids. Hopefully you don't have to assemble them. Because if you do, that's never going to work for me because I just can't handle it. My brain just doesn't work that way. Maybe I'll do a video for you of me trying to assemble some kind of IKEA furniture and you will just laugh and laugh and laugh because there's just no way it's ever going to happen. It just doesn't work for me. But anyway, that's nothing to do with anything. Instead, what I want you to do is work with orchids. You can have the fresh orchid with you, or you can get photos and pictures of orchids. Okay, so they work just as powerfully and the energy is just as beautiful. When we work with the energy of an orchid, it helps us to reach for the stars and to never give up on our dreams. The other thing the angels want us to work with are amethyst crystals. There's beautiful purple stones because that transforms our fear into love. It allows us to become more positive, more uplifted, and leave that negative stuff behind us. So I encourage you to work with orchids and amethyst this year as we uplift our thoughts and focus on the light. You can do it. 2017 is done. Ignore that. That was a tough year. But this year is all about positivity and about you becoming the best you that you could possibly be. I can't wait to hear about the incredible things that you are doing in 2018. You will be hearing from me lots because I am going to be sharing more techniques and tips with you throughout the year. But as always, take care of yourself. Enjoy every minute of this life experience. Take time to listen to your angels, to be outdoors in nature, connect with the flowers, and may all of your dreams come true.